The next behavior that we're going to start to work on is the sit command. And this one's really easy. Many of your dogs may already sit pretty well on command. It tends to be one of the first things that people teach their dogs. So the first thing that we're going to show is just really basic luring for sit. And this is relatively simple. Again, we're going to have food in our hand and we're going to present it to the dog. And what we're going to do is we're going to be pulling their nose up. So we're really going to want to pull their head so it tips straight up and back. The key thing here is to try and keep their nose connected to your hand. One of the big mistakes that I often see is people move their hands too high, and that will cause the dogs to want to jump up to get the food out of your hand. So even if your dog is pushing into your hand, resist the temptation to allow your dog to push your hand up and up and up, because pretty soon they'll be standing on their back legs. You have to maintain their front feet on the ground, tip their head back, and as their head goes back, that becomes a rather uncomfortable alignment for their spine, and so they then tend to want to put their haunches down to the ground and sit as a way to realign their spine and get more comfortable. And the moment their butt hits the ground, you say yes and you reward them. Again, just as with our place command, we're going to implement the don't name it till you love it policy here. So we're going to lure the sit a bunch of times first, make sure we can do it really easily, make sure that we can reward our dogs while they're in that sit position. Because we're not telling them sit, they can jump up right afterwards. There's no problem with that. It's no big deal. Once your dog is sitting well and you can lure them very easily and relatively quickly into a sit position, then you can go ahead and start adding your command. And again, just as with everything before, you're going to want to make sure that you're relatively still and stationary. You're going to give your verbal command, then you're going to present the lure and lure your dog into the sit.
All right, adding the command. Sit. Yes. Yes. Break. Good. Sit. Yes. Break. Good boy. Sit. Yes. Yes. Break.